Hello guys, welcome back to the universe of TechHub. In this tutorial, we will learn about variables. When explaining a let, const, and where in JavaScript, it's helpful to use a simple analogies to avoid technical. Here is a straightforward way to explain these concepts. Variables as a container. Think of variables in JavaScripts like a containers that hold a information. You can put things in these containers, take them out, or change what's inside. Where is the whole container? The imagine a big box that you can use anywhere in your house. You can put things in it, take things out, and even change what's inside. However, if you move the box to a different room, it might still be accessible from anywhere in the house. This is what is where. Where is the old way of creating a variable. It can be used anywhere in your code, even if you declare it inside a smaller section like a room. This can sometimes lead to a confusion because you might accidentally use it when you did not mean to. Next one is let. Let is the room specific container. Now imagine you have a box that you can only use in a specific room. If you try to use it in another room, it won't work. You can still change what's inside the box while you are in the room. Let is a newer way to create a variable that is limited to the specific section of a code where you declare it. This helps keeps things organized and prevents accidentally use of the variable elsewhere. Next one is const. This is the locked container. Now think of a box that you can't change once you put something inside. You can still see what's in it, but you can't take it out or replace it with something else. If you want to change it, you need to get a new box. Const is used for variables that you don't want to change. Once you set a value, it stays the same. This is useful for things that should remain constant throughout your code. The var is a big box you can use anywhere, but it can lead to confusion. A let is a room specific box that keeps things organized. The const is a locked box that you can't change once it's set. For example, there's several possible ways to explain let, const, var in JavaScript using a different analogies and approaches. For example, the storage and unit analogy. I'm taking storage and unit analogy. Think of var as a storage unit and that anyone can access from anywhere. You can put things in it, take things out, and even change what's inside. However, because it's accessible from anywhere, it can get messy and confusion. Next one is let. For example, you have to imagine let as a storage unit that is only accessible in a specific area of your house. You can still change what's inside, but you can't accidentally use it in another area. This keeps things ready and organized. Next one is const. Now think of const as a locked storage unit. Once you put something inside, you can't change it or take it out. If you want something different, you need to get new unit. This is great for things that should stay the same. Like for more understanding, like for example, we take classroom as an analogy. In where big picture a classroom where students can freely move around and talk to anyone. If a student variable is in the classroom, they can be called on by any teacher function at any time, which can lead to chores. Next, let now imagine a classroom where students can only talk to their group. If a student is assigned to a group, they can only interact with their group members. This keeps discussions focused and relevant. Next one is constant. The final think of constant as a student who has a specific role. that they can't change. Once they are assigned a role or value, they must stick to it. If they want to change roles, they need to get a new assignment. These are all the what is where, what is let, and what is const in real life. Certainly, the variables in JavaScript are a fundamental concepts that allows you to store and manipulate the data. Here, more detailed overview of variables in JavaScript include their types, scope, hosting, and best practices. What is variable is a named storage location in memory that can hold a value. You can think of it as a or container for data that you can use and manipulate throughout your program. This is what variable it is. Next, how to declare variables. You can declare a variables using a three keywords. One is let, const, var. The var is the traditional way to declare a variables. It has a function scope or a global scope, which can lead to unexpected behavior. Next one is let. It introduced it in ES6 ECMA script 2015. Let allows you to declare a block scoped variables. This means the variable is only accessible within the block inside a loop or an if statement where it is defined. Next one is constant. It is also introduced in ES6. Constant is used to declare a block scoped variables that cannot be reassigned. However, if the variable holds an object or any array, the content of the object or array can still be modified. This is what is const. Next, what are the types of variables? Variables types in JavaScript has a several data types that variables can hold, like for primitive types and reference types. First, we coming into the primitive types like strings, numbers, boolean, undefined, null, symbol, begin. String is represented as a text like hello, something like that. And number is represent numeric values 42, 3.14, something like this. Boolean represents the true or false value like this. Next, undefined, a variable that has been declared but not assigned a value. This is what is undefined. The null represents the intentional absence of any value. This is also one data type. Null is the data types in the JavaScript. Next, symbol, a unique and immutable value used as an object, property, keys, like that. Next one is begin, represent integers with arbitrary precision. Next, we come into the reference types. The object, a collection of key value pairs. Example, name is a variable, the alias is a value. Name is a key, alias is a value. Example for age. Age is a key and 25 is a value. Next, array. A special type of object used to store the order collection like open bracket 1 comma 2 comma 3. This is how arrays look like this. Next, scope. There are three scopes in JavaScript. First one is global scope. The variables is declared outside any function or block or global throughout the entirely enter script. Next one is function. The variables declared with var inside a function are only accessible within that function. Next one is block scope. The variables declared with the let on const inside a block are only accessible within the block. Next, we move on to the hosting. Is a JavaScript mechanism where variables declarations are moved to the top of their containing scope during the compilation phase. This means you can use a variable before it is declared, but only with var for let and const using them before declaration will result is reference error. We use let and const as over var to avoid a scope related issues and to make your code more predictable like this. This situation we need to use a let and const. Use a const by default. If you don't plan to reassign a variable, use a const. This makes it clear that the variable should not change. This is all about variables in JavaScript. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe, like and share and comment in this video.